So with the rise of Looksmaxxing blowing up on all social media platforms with figures like Clavicular, Androgenic, Nocturnal Ken, Roars, with all these guys, you want to Looksmax, you just want to go all in, you want to take all the gear, you just want to ascend this and that, but slow down, because I think you need to listen to this piece of information I got to tell you before you start Looksmaxxing. It's BeanieBeast here, and I'm going to tell you what you need to fucking do before you Looksmax now. Just listen, please, because the thing you got to really take into consideration before you go and spend all this money on whatever gear to Looksmax and ascend. I'm not, against Looksmaxxing. I definitely like it, but you just got to do this thing first, and it's having any sort of social skill. You might think, well, that's a given. It's fucking basic. That's nothing. No, it's something, because the amount of black pillars that talk all this shit on forums and rate people's faces unfairly, those motherfuckers, they're the ones that have nothing basically going on in their lives. They're incels. They're not getting no play. They're the ones talking the most shit. This is why I say to build your social skills. It's because the thing is, what good is all this Looksmaxxing and mogging everyone when you can't really talk? The reason I bring this whole thing up is because we're in an epidemic right now where people are lacking social skills more than ever. There's a stat where ages 18 to 24 are barely getting play. This is the graph, and it's just crazy to me. They talk the most shit, they act like they're getting play, they're lying basically. Have to be able to talk to people. I was an incel last year. When I was first starting off YouTube, I was more of an incel than I am now. And I've improved this by shifting my mindset, doing more meditation, just kind of keeping my cortisol down, especially middle, later towards the day, and just following certain advice, doing these certain protocols. This is why when you look at the stream of Nocturnal Ken and Androgenic is the more charismatic guy, obviously. He has more frame too. He took some things before going out here to lower his inhibition, but not only with his presence, but he's just way more interactive with the girls. He can actually talk, versus Nocturnal Ken right here. He's kind of left more on the sides and he's not getting no action, because Nocturnal Ken, I gotta admit, mogs the average man. He looks good, but even with that, you can tell that he has that incel vibe to him.
So right now we're gonna find people to mold. We're just gonna see what happens tonight. Holy fuck.
Who's that?
Do you know Bone Smashing?
And if he does talk, he has that fucking looksmax.org language, which is crazy. Imagine going up to a girl at a fucking mall and literally saying, oh, what do you think of my maxilla? What do you think about my masseter muscle? Oh, you got a good gonio angle. Like, that's so autistic. Women are gonna be creeped out and they're gonna walk away, even though they might like what they see, but because they heard that from you, they're like, oh, hell no, I'll just find another Chad, an actual normal Chad. So, this whole idea of Chad does what Chad wants, it's a meme. I get kind of the root of it. I know why people use it, but the whole thing isn't entirely true, because if you're a messed up Chad, say you're a Chad that is so good looking, but you're in a wheelchair and can't really walk, because let's say maybe you got limb lengthening surgery, then they're not going to really give you much play because you can't really interact. You just can't. You're a Chad, but a useless Chad, basically, that can't really impact the world. You just look good. And that's why in schools, kids that look better than, let's say, the popular kids, they actually look better, but because they're not social, they're not really giving off that friendly vibe, they actually get less play. That's just how it is. That's why you see all the jocks and all the popular kids that have charisma. They're getting more of the popular girls or the hot girls compared to the ones that might look good, but they're shy. You always see shy kids getting less attention. It's how it is. The world doesn't reward shy people, unfortunately. So if you're an introvert, like a full-on incel, you need to break out of it somehow. Maybe work a job as a server or something, or at a bar as a security guard, like what Clav did, just to lower that inhibition and just get yourself free. It's a brutal world out there, man. That's why after Looksmaxxing, after that trend kind of goes down, maybe the next trend should be IQ maxing or social maxing, mental kind of stuff, because looks is all on the outside. The next maxing trend should be more on the inside. That's my opinion. But yeah, that is basically what I had to say. That is the protocol I think you should follow if you want to make the most out of your Looksmaxxing ascension. I definitely advocate to Looksmax, and probably harder than the average. I definitely admit for going all in on something, and if you need that surgery, go for it. But you can't have that and have zero social skills, and I mean zero. You need to have some social skills, then you should do the surgeries and stuff. It's a simple thing. All these kids want to Looksmax. Fix the basics first. I said that in a fucking reel, that same ass line. But if you want to learn how to transform your school year the best possible, just check out this video right here. If you stayed to the end, God bless, I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe for no horseshit, ass backwards, fitness and self-improvement comedy routine. Comment below if you're going to implement some of these social skills or not, or if you already have them. I would love to discuss. It's interesting to me. And don't forget, in the description below, I have the Beastmode Starter Pack Kit, which gives you free basic service level information to get you guys started, as teens especially. It's very accessible, stored in your Google Doc. Free, just use it, and it's constantly updated, so don't forget. Now build some charisma. Let's get after it.